evening, everybody. Welcome to another stream with me, Aaron of AHGP. We're going to be taking the team to Brazil today. Could be Baruti Nueke's final appearance with the team. We'll have to wait and see. And we could also be completing Season 1 today. I'm debating whether we sim a couple of races because we've got a sprint race in Brazil still to do. Then we've got Vegas. Then we've got Qatar and Abu Dhabi, and I'm just thinking the reason for maybe simming a couple of rounds we're just not quick enough to bridge that gap between 13th and the top 10. We are kind of in that midfield with Fred Vesti, but we can't seem to get closer, and not enough teams are having stupid races yet. However, if we simulate it, it almost guarantees it's going to happen. So we'll start with Brazil and we'll see how far we get. My aim is to try and complete Season 1 today. So we'll be simulating at least one round and moving on, hopefully, through 3 races. So let's say hello to everyone in the chat. Hello to Elite Silver, to LA Racing, to Lyric Magic Moments, to Electric Gaming, to Pulse Potato, who's watching from the beach, very nice, to Justin Inakitis, to Cheesy Galaxy, and to Jermat. Welcome along, folks, and make sure you hit the thumbs up button because that's cash in the team's pocket. I've added 6 million today from the last couple of streams, so that's been very, very useful because we'll probably need to buy some more engine parts. We have, of course, smashed through the cost cap. We have absolutely none of it remaining. So, yeah, it's not ideal. However, ahead of the Brazilian Grand Prix, board confidence is high. So with 4 rounds to go, we're 10th in the standings. We're hitting our target, which is good. The board are delighted with how we've been performing in the last few races. So, all good there. Satisfied from Spielberg onwards, and happy Budapest and Spa. So it was good. They are going to do a board review at the end of the season. They're obviously disappointed about the finances. They're disappointed about the cost cap break, which with the bug was inevitable. So yeah, it was bound to happen. But we are 10th in the Constructors' Championship. We don't have to scroll down to see us now. Sauber are the team that we've booted out of the top 10, and they have shown absolutely no sign of looking like taking it back. Although you can almost guarantee now that I've said that, we'll sim a race and they'll win it. So something silly will happen. So I did do a community post today to see what you thought of... I might need to full screen. You're right. I'm just chatting to you at the moment, though, to be fair. I did a... what do you call it? A poll about Baruti's future with the team, and most of you have said to give him his home race. So YouTube is bugged again. It's fine. I haven't hit the switch screen yet, so it's fine. So we're going to give him his home race. That's what we're going to do. And now we're going to dive into F1 Manager. Okay, here we go then. Brazilian Grand Prix. We are all good. The cars are rebuilt and ready for action. Possibly Baruti Nueke's final appearance. At the time of recording, you guys have voted to give him at least his home race. We'll then have to figure out how we replace him if we do decide to moving forward. He's now overall rated 67, so he is learning. He's got a really high development rate, but he is causing a lot of problems. His control is letting him down. Accuracy is bad. Apparently he can't overtake. I think his overtaking's got worse. It's affected by his mentality, yeah. So his overtaking is terrible. His just general demeanour is not good. He's low aggression as well. That's not ideal. Hadn't noticed that before. So yeah, maybe maybe he's not the right fit for us. But we'll discuss that after the Brazilian Grand Prix. We've got 2 affiliates who are name in the game members, Justin Inakaitis and Pos Potato, but neither of them have a super license yet because they're not 18 years old. So we'll have to wait at least until season 3 to put either one of them in the car. So we have a conundrum for season 2. We've signed Paul Aaron. Who do we partner him with? We could try and renew Fred Vesti's contract, maybe, but we'll see. We may have to use the editor at some point, so we'll see. Let me know, chat, who you think we should be replacing Baruti with. Obviously, we know for this season we've just drafted in Paul Aaron with the editor, but for season 2, let me know in the chat what you think we should be doing. Let's go to Sao Paulo, put some cars on track. It's a sprint weekend, so we've got no time to waste. Oh, we've got a lot of emails here as well. There we go. There's Justin and Ben improving. Justin's improved his braking, his smoothness and defending. Pos Potato is better at overtaking, he's better at defending, and he's reacting faster. Let's do that. Also in the chat, let me know which races you think we should sim. So we're going to do Brazil, then we've got Vegas, Qatar and Abu Dhabi to do. Right, we need the old setup calculator. I'm thinking Sim Qatar as well. Right, we'll time 16 our way through this session. Qatar seems better this year, from what you've heard. What have you heard, Elite? Also, pick a track for the league. I will choose, Bahrain, Imola, Portugal, Zandvoort, China, Silverstone, Mexico and Brazil are taken. I will put on then... Let me have a think. Austria. Put Austria in, please. Then I get punctures every 30 seconds. Qatar's very good. It's not so punishing on the tyres this year then. Okay. Because last year it was just tyres waiting to explode. Sim Qatar, but the rest is up to me. Okay, cool. So we're definitely simulating Qatar. And Elite Silver suggested Vegas. So maybe we do this one, we sim the next 2, and then we do Abu Dhabi to sort of bookend the season. Rain incoming. Hopefully we can complete our feedback scores. Yeah, Austria is a great track. On the F1 game, it is a fantastic track, not only to drive, but to race. So, just always a great option for league racing in that sense. Cheesy Galaxy agrees with simming Vegas. Okay, we will sim Las Vegas. How's Fred feeling about his setup? We've not got great feedback yet, which is concerning. Might just do that then and send him out on some inters. Baruti feeling much better. That is good, yes. Let's try that then. The traction. With optimal traction, we probably need to go like that then. Maybe slightly less downforce. Do that. Send Fred out. Anyone else's stream lagging? It might just be yours, Jermac, because it doesn't seem to be any issues on my side here. Maybe look at free agents. Yeah, I mean, Paul Aaron's a free agent. We could draft in. It wouldn't affect his F2 season. So that would give us that position for the rest of this season and next season, obviously. But we need to think, obviously, longer term. What are we going to do for season 2 if we decide to bin off Baruti after this race? I'm not against keeping him, to be honest, because he's done okay this season. The last few races have been a bit crash happy, but he's obviously he'll develop. But the starting point is so low, so that is a problem. Oh, this is also a problem. What have you damaged? That's a rear wing. Great. Minor rear wing damage. Well, you can suck it up, mate. We'll have to call him in as well. We'll have to call them both in because it's about to be dry. Put them back on the slicks. He didn't like that. We're not going to have a setup fully sorted for Fred because we're going to run out of time here to get it done. Perez got wing damage, so I looked at it, his rear wing was invincible. Well, ours has just magically filled in the gap. There's the broken piece. Which would mean DRS doesn't work, to be honest. Got major ERS damage. That's not surprising. Oh, we've got the gyroscopic camera. Nice. Look at that. Right, that's the end of the session. 17th and 19th. Obviously, we had old engine components in for this one. So we will put the new one, put the fresher ones in. 99% setup satisfaction for Baruti. Excellent. And we've got rain for qualifying as well. We are running low on rear wings. honestly, we can't afford, and we'll be going back to Spec 1 parts at this rate, which is kind of half the reason we'll need to sim it, because the car will just be as it was at the start of the year. It won't be any fun racing around with that. Okay, we are going to put double laps on this. There we go. All right, let's go to qualifying. Oh no, we'll simulate sprint qualifying actually, just to move through it a bit quicker. We simulated sprint qualifying in Texas yesterday, so that is fine. We were 15th and 21st. Oh, Baruti, that wasn't particularly good, was it? We're now on full wets. Yeah, we'll do the double push lap again. Simulate SQ2. 14th. I mean, we can work with that. That's about where we've been recently. We were, wow, a long way off of Lance Stroll, but we're ahead of Sargent and Magnussen. Albon out in Q1. Baruti sandwiched between the two Saubers. I mean, he's got older spec parts, so that makes complete sense. And let's get ready for a sprint. It's suggesting the mediums, so I think we'll just stick with that, to be honest. Push on the tyres. We'll manage them to the end. We'll probably end up a lap down because it's such a short lap. So, right. Sprint race in Sao Paulo. What can possibly go wrong? Please don't smash up the cars. Straight into it then. All McLaren front row. 3, 4, 5 red lights. The lights are out. The race is on. And, oh, Baruti has immediately lost ground at the start. Good stuff. Fred has held his 14th position. And yeah, we have settled into the mid-pack. So once again, we're just going to almost simulate our way through this. We'll go aggressive on the tyres. Might just do it at ×8 speed. Oh no. I said, please don't smash the car up. He's only gone and done it. He gets up the inside of Hulkenberg, who takes offence and has absolutely destroyed the car. Oh, why, Hulk? Why? 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 We're out of the race. Friends just says, just fix it. All good. Oh. Honestly. Oh. Hulkenberg gets the penalty. I should flipping hope so. But that is a repair bill that we simply did not need. Let's see what we can do with Baruti. Right, Baruti has got himself actually up into 18th. He's overtaken Pierre Gasly with a DRS Slingshot Supreme. Look at that. Just before the DRS even opens, I think. That's so much overspeed. And now he can challenge Bottas. Maybe this is Baruti's day of days. He's thriving off of being in front of his home crowd. And yeah, he's got all the home support. We've got more yellow flags. Zhou's crashed. Doesn't matter. We'll continue speeding our way through this and crying over the broken bits of Fred's car, thanks to former friend of the channel, Nico Hulkenberg. Yeah, Tom is Big Chungus. I turned the music down. It's actually now a bit too quiet. There we go. We are eating through our tyres. That's concerning. We're only just over halfway and we've got 43% tyres left. We're actually going to have to make a pit stop with Baruti in the sprint. Honestly. I'll just put on a set of softs. Zhou is so far behind it doesn't matter. And it was a slow stop. Oh my god, this race could not go any worse for us, could it? Honestly. What's the drink of the day? Squash, but it might as well be tears. Because this race, this sprint has gone disastrously. Yeah, it's sadness all round. The less said about the sprint, the better. We'll move on to qualifying. Hopefully things will just be better. Yeah, a classic, wasn't it, Justin? An absolute classic. Let's move on to quali. How's the stream going so far? Terribly. I mean, I'm having... I was going to say I'm having... Oh my god! Oh, it's a massacre. Oh my god. It's actually horrific. Fortunately, we don't have to emergency manufacture anything. Oh, the rear wing is screwed. Right. Oh, we can't put the rear wing 2 on Fred's car. Suspension. Oh my god, we've got one suspension component to get through. We're gonna have to take a new engine at some point. The ERS is dead. Oh my god, Hulkenberg, I actually hate what you've done here. Oh my god. Do we just sim the rest of Brazil? Because this is a joke. This is just a joke. Honestly. Callum says yes to simming the rest of Brazil. What does everybody else say? Elite saying no. actually does save time. Yeah, we're not going to score points with this engine, and we can barely afford to put new stuff in it. That car is actually battered, destroyed. It's just a mangled wreck. Shipwrecks at the bottom of the ocean look better. Right, let's do qualifying and see how bad it is. If we're just terrible in qualifying, we'll simulate the race. Alright, Fred, off you go, mate. Please don't kill the car. He's actually getting a slipstream off Baruti, who's getting a slipstream off of Ocon. Baruti has just gone faster than Ocon. Nice work. Fred is third. So I think that shows you kind of where all of our hopes lie. They all lie with Baruti, and I don't think that's a safe place for them to be honest. Oh, I broke every gearbox until Canada. Ugh. Yeah, so Fred is going to be completely last in this race. Let's see what they can do second time round. Not an improvement from Fred. Baruti's going quicker. He is currently 17th. Here he comes across the line. Where does he go? Does he improve? He goes 16th. Baruti thriving in his home race. Vesti stays 21st. George Russell has failed to get out of qualifying 1. Baruti Nweke gets into Q2 at his home race. Can you make Baruti go to Red Bull to see what he does? Low if he challenges Max Verstappen. Alright, well, we've got one car in Q2. Not the one we expected coming into the weekend, but just let's give it a go. Fresh tyres, off you go. I fully expect Baruti to be the slowest of all in this session. Let's take manual control, get the tyres up to temperature. They're just about going to be, well, they're still a little bit cold actually as we started the lap. We've gone faster in Sector 1. How's he doing in Sector 2? He's got a load of time to make up to even compete with the Hasses. He's 3 seconds off the pace at the moment of the pole sitter, but we've got 2 green sectors thus far. Baruti Nweke actually gets half a second clear of Magnussen. Can he stay there? Magnussen has a clear track and is improving, but not enough. Baruti out qualifies a Haas. Look at that. Wow. Baruti Nweke. Brilliant job. Brilliant job. Can we get some claps in the chat for Baruti, please? Because that was impressive. I'm wondering if we just retire Fred's car, like at the start. Just to save the engine and the rest of the car. Baruti knows his drive is on the line. It's a great response. Yeah, maybe he's heard the rumours. Okay, Brazilian Grand Prix. We're going to play it, but we're going to 3-stop it. There's every chance that we don't see a lot of this race today in the video, and we see maybe we just make this a compilation of a few crashes, some simmed results, and then the season end in Abu Dhabi. I don't actually know what you're going to find yet because I'm playing it. So we will see. We are committed to a 3-stopper with both drivers, not whatever the hell that the game is suggesting there. Okay, we are not going to bother under fueling. Please don't wreck the cars because we simply don't have the parts and we have no cost cap to make more parts. I don't know what it's going to do if we literally run out of a part with no cost cap. Might soft lock the game. I don't know. We'll see. Right, let's go to the grid and hope the cars come back in one piece. Verstappen versus Lando Norris from the front row. We've got 5 red lights in Brazil. The lights around the race is on. Baruti Noeke in 13th makes a terrible start. Look at the gap from him to the rest. And there's Hulkenberg, this time avoiding the back of our car to try and make an overtake. Baruti fights back though. He knows his job is on the line. He doesn't want to give up this seat. He's trying desperately to hang on to it, and he's held on to 14th place, and look at this angry pack that's just behind him. Fred Vesti there in 18th that we can see, and this is everyone chasing Baruti. Literally everybody is on him. Vesti moving up into 17th. He's overtaken George Russell. So yeah, that's a good start I think from us. Oh, it's all gone spectacularly wrong for Baruti. He's just locked up in the middle sector. He's under pressure from George Russell. He's got scared. And, well, the home fans won't enjoy that. He's just mowing some grass. Valtteri Bottas style. Fred Vesti's got himself up to 16th and is on the tail of Zhou Guanyu in the Sauber. And has got DRS, so hopefully he can close in on him because he needs to, because that's George Russell behind him. Is he going to make the move? No, not yet. He will do down into late descent though. Here comes Fred Vesti down the inside, and that's a neat overtake. Lovely job. Let's deploy some battery, see if we can escape. Hey Samino, how you doing, mate? You've joined us at a very interesting point of the stream. We've got a battered car rebuilt, muddied engine. Baruti was doing well at his home race and has suddenly stopped doing well at his home race. And yeah, we may be dropping him. And welcome to the stream. We've got DRS against George Russell. We're challenging a Mercedes, but we're not finding a way through. Fred is duking it out with Kevin Magnussen. We can't seem to... We couldn't get closer to Sargent and Hulkenberg, but George Russell will be our guiding light in taking us to them, because now he has got into DRS range of that pair, and we're in DRS range of him. So now we're part of a DRS train. Choo-choo. Let's go. Yeah, Baruti is like 67 rated. He's terrible. All right, George Russell has helped lead us past Logan Sargent. We've closed down the Williams, and this is Vesti round the outside at Lake Descent, turn 4, and there we go. Past the Williams driver, and now hopefully we can stick with Magnussen and Russell and close in on Hulkenberg, who's just there going into turn 1. Why did we choose him? Because I wanted an AI generated driver to start with, and he was the best one available. And then it gave us 2 affiliates who were better or just as good. It was a bit weird. Right, let's go aggressive on Fred's tyres. He was, what, 58 rated, I think, or something at the start of the season? Have a look in the first video. It'll show us. Right, Fred's on his way to the pit lane. He's just lost touch with Magnussen a little bit. So we might get a nice undercut on the Haas here, which could be useful. Albon is in as well. So they might be on either similar or complete... Wow, 2-second stop. Where has that come from? We just did a 2-second stop. What? What did the pit crew have for breakfast? I don't believe what I've just seen. The best we've had this season, I think, is like 2.5 maybe, or maybe it's 2.3. But 2 seconds flat, that was incredible. Let's go aggressive on the tyres and push with what's left of our engine. I'm still in shock with what the pit crew just did. Wow! Right, well, the pit crew's heroics have got us ahead of Magnussen, kept us ahead of Sargent. We've pushed on the outlaps, to be fair as well. Yeah, it's going along nicely. What's Magnussen put on? He's put on another set of medium tyres as well. So we're in a fight with the Haas driver. I'm not sure we want to be around the Haases considering what they did to Fred in the sprint. Bit of a sit rep on lap 25. We're in a DRS train, which is Hulkenberg ahead of us, then Magnussen, and that's Lando Norris, the race leader. So we're just in a DRS train with the race leader. It's fine. It's pulling us along, but it is stopping us attacking the Haases, who are actually fighting each other. And now Fred might be able to get stuck in and, you know, just split these Haases, which would be very useful. We're ignoring Baruti, by the way. We're just going to bring him in for his pit stops. We're going to ignore that he's here because I'm very sad about what he did. What happened to the Season 2 livery thing? No one has sent me their pictures, which makes me sad. I think Toby is pretty good at Monaco, Callum. But yeah, if you can match him, you've definitely got a chance. Baruti has locked up again. That's going to ruin his tyre wear. So they can be any colours you want, electric, but it needs to be, the main colour needs to be purple. The car needs to be purple. That's the only rule. Oh, well, we were enjoying that DRS train with Hulkenberg and Magnussen, but they've since disappeared. Obviously, they've got possibly fresher power units. We can even check that. Is it lap history? Then the engines. Where are they? Hulkenberg and Magnussen. Yeah, they've got better. Well, Magnussen's got a brand new engine in the back of his car. Fred Vesti's got one that's been assaulted by Nico Hulkenberg. Yeah, if you want to make a livery, then we can vote on it for Season 2, because I can put it in the Discord and we can get a result on that fairly quickly. And on the community page. So, yeah, I'll just put it on the community page, to be fair. So yeah, if you want to send in a potential livery for Season 2, then do so, as Logan Sargent bumps us down to 17th. Right, Fred Vesti is coming in for his second stop of the afternoon. And Baruti needs to come in as well. Let's see, can the pit crew replicate their 2-second madness? 2.2 seconds. Okay. That was pretty quick. Where's Baruti? He's not here yet. But let's see how his pit stop goes to follow up. We're now 20th and 22nd. This race is going from bad to worse for us. It's a slow stop. So the less said about that one, the better. Right, Baruti's race has been so bad, he's just been lapped by his teammate. So, yeah, he's having a right old stinker in front of his home fans, is Baruti. And Fred is down to 19th. This 3-stop might work in our favour because the AI are starting to go to hards, which will take them to the end, at least in Magnussen's case. But some of them might be stretching out a set of mediums, perhaps, like Albon. So, yeah, there might be some places up for grabs at the end, especially if there's some sort of late safety car. Yeah, Monaco went brilliantly today. It's literally just going to be stay out the wall, don't cut any corners on Saturday, and you'll probably pick up some points. Right, we've actually made some progress. We've just overtaken Esteban Ocon, fighting through the Senna S here, through the Curva de Sol, and into 17th place with, well, we've got a car put together, but the engine inside it is just useless, to be honest. And Ocon's going to come back. Oh no, he's gone into the pit lane. I believe he had a mechanical fault earlier, but that may have rectified itself. So we'll keep an eye out for him later on in the race. Yeah, you're better off taking those points, Callum. Always bag the points. Oh, Frederick. Actually hate, well, I can't hate on Fred too much because it wasn't his fault in the sprint. But he's under no pressure here. Not sure about that line into turn 1. And then, yeah, that was just really poor. Didn't need to do that. We've still got quite a way to go until we pit for softs. No, I'm not ready to crash with you at turn 1. Please don't take me out turn 1. Right, it is time for the only thing that's interesting in our race today, and that's our pit stops. We did 2 seconds at Fred's first stop of the afternoon. Can we get close to it? We did a 2.2 earlier on, and we've got another slow one. I'm actually hating this race. Baruti gets a 2.4 second stop, 12-second stop for Fred Vesti. He's going to now lose a space to Bottas. And I don't think we're going to achieve either of our targets today. We said 18th and 21st we would get. We're not even going to get that. Oh, virtual safety. What? What the heck? Oh my god. Why? Why? Baruti has just crashed for no reason. and just destroyed the car. Oh, I hate our drivers. With that one especially. Oh. Yeah, there's another mistake, Lyric Magic. Why? Oh, just get me out of this race and this season. We are actually with 3 laps down. This is horrendous. Right, we've reached the end. 3 laps down. 19th and in the wall. I don't care anymore. Get me out of this race and this season. Oh. We've just finished the race with the fastest pit stop, by the way. So, I mean, we achieved something in that respect. Look at that. Fred Vesti, 25 points. That's the championship we'll focus on. We won the pit stop race. And it moves us to 10th. This is worth some money, to be fair, so that'll do. But we did have a 12-second stop. So, yeah. Failed our targets. This weekend was just disastrous. I don't want to look at Baruti. Because we've just got it. We've got. I think we have to. I think we have to fire him. Okay, we can do this a couple of ways. We can keep him. We haven't got any money to bring anybody else in, like, actually in game. So we'd need to use the editor. Do we just bring Paul Aaron in now? The Williams save is actually going better than this, but I've only done 6 races. So Elite Silver saying bin Baruti. Cheesy Galaxy saying to bin Baruti as well. Okay, so I will need to bring in someone else now. Right, let me save the game. And then I will exit. Bear with me a second. Oh no, didn't want to run it yet. Can he go as a backup driver? Maybe, yeah, maybe we can drop him. Okay, let me get the editor up. let's add that, and then put it at the bottom. So I need to quit the game. Oh no, so that needs to go there. There we go. And then we need to fit to screen. That'll do. Right, then we need this. Does it work? Hooray! Here we go. So welcome to my database editor, everybody. We are successfully loaded. And contracts. So in these, you can, with all the little dots that are flashing, you can kind of tell where different people are going. But we won't spoil that just yet. So yes, Baruti is being sacked. Baruti Nweke, you're fired! And you're into the affiliates. Oh, no, wait, we need to auto contract. There you go. We successfully fired him and he's been dropped. And he's having a salary drop as well. That's... There we go. Right, now, what I'm going to do is move Fred Vesti across to car 2. And then Paul Aaron can come in here. Successfully fired Paul Aaron from Formula 2. Okay, so he is in. So we'll have that there. So that should work. So as you can see, I can edit his salary and everything. The race bonus position, everything. So what we'll do is we'll just confirm that. And Baruti will be... He'll be an affiliate until 2025. We might put him back in the car for next season, but I doubt it now. Are some transfers hard-coded? Yes, the Lewis Hamilton to Ferrari one is hard-coded. So yeah, this is where all the magic happens, when you see the name in the game, the money getting added, things like that. I could make all sorts of grids with this. I actually did record on Monday a free agent grid. I moved everyone out of their teams and saw what happened afterwards. I need to do a thumbnail for that video actually and get it released. But yeah, this is how everything goes. We've got loads of Formula 2, Formula 3 talent all being picked up as affiliates. I think the AI is coded to max out how many junior drivers it has. Yeah, Carlos Sainz is going to Williams. So I put that one in. I put that in. So let's close that. And then we need to put it back in. And then we relaunch the game. There we go. In fact, I'm just going to turn the game capture off so it doesn't pick up any of the F1 logos, like in the loading menus. Okay, load career. Here we go. Hey, Paul Aaron's here! Yay! And oh, it's given Fred Vesti a new contract. Because we've used the editor, it's actually renewed Fred Vesti's contract. And he's on like $300,000. We've absolutely scammed our way through this. But Baruti has got... Oh, Callum's moved across with Fred. Amazing. Look at that. You've stayed together. You little bros. You little bros. Love that. Love it. Paul Aaron's here. Welcome. So, for everyone watching the video, we've just used the editor to move Baruti Nweke into our affiliates. We brought Paul Aaron in early, and he will do the final 3 rounds of the season and then he'll be our lead driver for next season. That salary is shambolic. We have not got any points yet. We've got a contract starting on the 1st of January, so it's all good. So yeah, we've got another cost cap fine. They love sending you this email, don't they? We don't have a replacement for Lisa yet. Right, 17 days till Vegas. I'll do the update thing for the video then, actually. We sent it over on Discord. No, don't replace Lisa. But she's terrible. We also need to rebuild the car for Fred. Okay, let's see what we can do with this. Oh dear God, we're on spec 1 of rear wing. Oh, we actually only have 2 suspensions remaining. We're not going to be able to build a car. Gearbox is absolutely scuffed. We'll just have a new one then. Powertrain, install replacement. We'll just have a new one then. ERS. I mean, let's just have a new one then. We've got no more rear wings. No more. Literally, Paul Aaron's, the first thing we're giving him is brand new engine components. Just ahead of Vegas. Board attendance at the Grand Prix. Let's let them attend, and then we'll just set the targets really low. We are now $12 million in debt, by the way. This is really bad. Really, really bad. Because the drivers keep crashing and destroying the car, it's been an absolute nightmare. I know we've lowered the the minimum lifespan, but it doesn't help when the drivers keep throwing the cars at the goddamn wall. Right, seeing as this is Paul Aaron's debut, do we play Vegas and then simulate the final 2 races? What do we think? How do we get Paul Aaron mid-season? The editor. You get ads from Reading Uni. Nice. Okay, Las Vegas Grand Prix. What we have done between Brazil and Las Vegas, we have fired Baruti Nweke. He is now one of our affiliates. He is sad, which is understandable, but he probably won't be getting a race seat anytime soon. Unfortunately, we have welcomed in Paul Aaron. We've started the contract early, in inverted commas. So with chat's approval, I have used the editor to try and put someone less crashy in the car. Fred's had his errors this season, but he's done all right for us. We've moved him across to car number 2. It's actually renewed his contract for another year. So, well, 2 years. Ends in 26. So he might be here to stay, to be fair. So this could be our lineup for season 2. You won't be seeing this until I've started recording season 2 anyway. So chat, let me know, do we think Fred should stay or should we replace? And yeah, we're going to get stuck into Vegas, and then we're going to simulate the final 2 rounds of the season. We are $12 million in debt because we've given Paul Aaron new car components in terms of the powertrain, a new everything, because Fred's got killed when he was attacked by Hulkenberg. We've also given Fred a new ICE or gearbox, I think. So we have spent cash that we simply don't have. We are borrowing against the bank, and we are in desperate need of a sugar daddy. So we all need to go out to the roulette wheels in Vegas and win big. We need to win really, really big. And hopefully we can win big on the track as well in this race. So let's set some targets. The board are attending. So let's go 20th or higher. Our car rank is 20th. So we'll just say we'll beat Sauber. I think that's all we can do. Right, we need the setup calculator for Vegas. Let's put the old components in. Dear God, it's a massacre. The gearboxes. Look at the gearboxes. Stop, they're already dead. Thoughts on Chelsea getting beat by Real Madrid? Not a surprise. Chelsea are going to be terrible for the first few weeks of the season, I think. While he's getting up to speed. Cole Palmer's not even back yet. And Cole Palmer's about our only good player. Right, let's do a Las Vegas practice. What happened to FP1 Will? He's not someone I've really ever followed. Palmer's injured. He's just on holiday. Because obviously the deep run in the Euros. No, West Ham won't finish above Chelsea. Chelsea going to stink up the gaff. Spoken like Danny Dyer himself. Yeah, what happened, Joe Matt? Tell us! Yeah, Palmer should be back for the Premier League. Well, maybe not, but he'll play after a few weeks. I don't actually know if he's back in training yet. It wouldn't surprise me if he isn't. All of his comedy reviews got copyrighted. Wow. So that's his channel down the toilet, isn't it? Oh, Paul Aaron is feeling optimal with his car setup. Let's call him straight in then and see if there's anything we can improve for him. Nope, we're already at 97%, so we'll just let him do some laps. Yeah, Palmer will be back, and he'll be carrying the team again. Right, cornering. Let's do that. Let's see if that helps at all. I wouldn't bank on Salah being in your team. What about Ipswich? Is that who Liverpool got first day of the season? To be fair, Paul Aaron probably knows more Hungarian than I do, considering he's from Estonia. Which, fun fact, Estonia and Finland have the same national anthem, just with different words. At least that's what I understand. I think when Yuri Vips won a F2 race, they played the same anthem as the Finland one, which was a bit weird. Are we going to max out the driver feedback before the session finishes? Yes.
Car feels pretty good.
Good, car feels good. We are slowest and second slowest, but this session doesn't matter. It's topped by Ollie Behrman. 82% on the setup satisfaction, but we can just sim the next two and it should help us fix it. Let's simulate to qualifying. Liego Zolta Polaron TEG 5 Evej Svedoshen. What does that mean? Right, I think we're going to have an optimal setup here for Paul Aaron as he starts his first ever race. That was a new gearbox we put in for Fred. I did know that Spain's national anthem has no words. Right, let's go to qualifying. We'll have engine penalties for both cars. And we'll start at the back anyway, so we'll just do this session and see what happens, really. Let's send Paul on his way. Followed by Fred. We should get a nice tow off of Hulkenberg, I think. How's Paul Aaron doing in his opening run then? He hasn't crashed at turn 1. That's a positive. And oh, sector 1 is super long in Vegas, isn't it? So Yeah, we'll just see how we go. Here they come then across the line from their first lap. A 36 flat for Hulkenberg with 3/10 shy of that. Vesti actually 3/10 slower than Paul Aaron. We probably should have had him in the car from the start, but anyway. Signed Paul Aaron on a 5-year contract and your caps lock is broken. Love it. Love it. It's always good to go out early in Vegas because you get loads of traffic later in the session. Right, so Sargent is slower than Aaron. Oh, Zhou has crashed and broken his front wing. That's helpful for us. He's already slower anyway. Hamilton slower. And Bottas. Paul Aaron's actually currently 16th. He's ahead of both Mercs. Love it. Right, we need... Oh yeah, that nice big gap where Ricciardo is, and then there's Stroll. That'll work perfectly. Right, Fred is under pressure from Piastri, who's then got out of the way. Right, first sector on our final flying lap. And Fred is improving. Paul is improving. That's good. We're both in the drop zone. So we need good laps here, please, chaps. And at least we can get... If we can get into Q2 with one car, that would be a step in the right direction. The Haas gets out of the way for one. Hopefully it got out of the way of the other. And we're both personal bests at the moment. Fred Vesti, first across the line. He goes 16th. Okay, well, we're only going to have one car in Q2, and it is Paul Aaron. Wow. I mean, he's got a fresher power unit, so that definitely helps, but he still did the lap time. Good job. Suddenly, we've got two drivers who can get almost the maximum out of this machine, and yeah, that's better. Right, we'll just tell you what, we'll just simulate quali 2. Please don't kill the car. 15th. Who did we outqualify? He's outqualified Magnussen. Wow. We will have an engine penalty for him though, so he'll start last, but it matters not. He's got the pace. He'll come back through. Paul Aaron definitely cooked. Oh, hello world. Clear skies. It was cool. It says sunshine there. Okay, it's saying a 2-stop. Interesting. So I'm thinking we start on the mediums. Then switch to the hards. Ooh. Then we can go to the softs. Can even go aggressive on those. There you go. And we'll switch this up with Fred. We'll start him on the softs and then go hards, then to the mediums. The whole world came to see Paul Aaron. You absolutely know it did. Fuel is tricky to recover around Vegas, so we won't underfuel. We'll just go very fast though. Okay, 2 stops for both drivers. They're kind of actually mirror images of each other, aren't they? Medium, hard, soft for Paul Aaron on his debut, and soft, hard, medium for Fred Vesti. So hopefully we don't annihilate the cars again, because we simply have no more parts. This is the last race we're actually going to play this season. We're going to simulate the next 2 races. So do you know what would be really good? Is if we get points now so we can actually see it happen. Be very sad if we scored points in a simulated race. But right, let's go to Vegas and roll the dice. It's an all Red Bull front row, and here come the lights. 5 red lights in Vegas. The lights are out the race, and we actually started behind the medical car. Incredible. And Paul Aaron is immediately up the inside of Pierre Gasly. Let's jump on board with him as we go through the car park. That is turn 1. We're so slow, we're crawling. Fred's 17th, and Paul has got himself ahead of Gasly. Top work, although Gasly with the inside line is about to come back ahead, I think. But Paul Aaron showing that he means business early on. And hopefully Fred can get amongst this group that's in front of him too. That will be our luck, yeah, you know. We will have to suffer the embarrassment of the computer getting us points when we couldn't. Paul Aaron's made his first overtake in Formula One DRS, blasting by Pierre Gasly, and the Alpine is relegated to last position. He's probably immediately onto the back of Zhou Guanyu as well. Thought about the send, didn't. Yellow flag. Ricciardo has crashed, so that should help us move up a position. Paul Aaron is already up into 20th place, and in this absolute cluster, looking for a way through. He's passed Zhou. Oh, it was Bottas he passed earlier. Let's deploy. Well, we won't deploy the battery now because there's no need. So Ricciardo has damage. Vesti's now 15th. Tsunoda has a mechanical fault. Yeah, maybe this race could work out in our favour. Fred Vesti's just rocketed up into 13th place. He's passed Albon. Paul Aaron's overtaken Zhou. Look at this. You can get a real sense of the speed there, don't you? That is... that's very nice. I want to see this one on Albon. It's not going to show us, but it looks like it was a double overtake. Here comes the Williams up the inside. We're going to hold him off. Fred's up to 13th. Paul is going great guns. He's up to 19th. Well, look at the difference it makes when you have 2 drivers who actually know how to drive a car. So we're with Paul Aaron. He's challenging Kevin Magnussen here for 16th place and taking it. Paul Aaron moves into the top 16. He's 4.5 seconds adrift of Ocon, who is on the tail of Fred Vesti. But this little group is where obviously Fred is fighting over 13th, which is obviously the best performance we've had so far this season. is several P13s with Fred. So if we can get another one of those, that would be useful. Paul Aaron drops back to 17th. Magnussen DRSing his way back through. But maybe with the DRS, this lot can catch up to Ocon and Vesti and Albon. Miss Noeke, lol joke.
Yeah, probably.
Let me show you something that's making Paul Aaron's performance all the more impressive. He's on mediums, everyone around him is on softs. He's doing a splendid job. He's taking those soft tyres, so taking on those soft tyre shod runners, and he's overtaking Kevin Magnussen back into P16. He started to close the gap to Ocon. Let's push with the engine and see if we can get him a little bit closer to the Alpine and potentially. In fact, it's Albon and Vesti now. Ocon has just moved ahead. Vesti fending off the Williams. We need to deploy the battery that we've got and close up on Ocon. I forgot we were topping up with him, but we're actually in a really strong position now with two drivers who actually know what they're doing. Multiple cars. Oh no!
Yeah, all good.
Are you kidding me? Terminal front wing damage for Fred Vesti. It's happened again. Albon up the inside. Is Fred on the outside still? Oh, that was odd. And then I think he's just put him in the wall. But that's Fred Vesti out of the race. He's got a puncture. Oh, okay, let's bring him in for his hards. We've missed the pit lane. He's got to do a whole lap with a puncture. Oh, brilliant. Brilliant. That's his race absolutely mudded. So it's all on you, Paul. Callum calls Fred to the box. And in he comes. Okay, as we just sort of get over the misery of what's happened to Fred Vesti there, let's have a look at Paul Aaron. He is 14th now, and I thought he was about to go ahead of Hamilton, but the Mercedes is well clear of us. We are closing in on Hulkenberg. Oh no, we're not. He's just put on fresh tyres, so he had a big enough gap to come out in front of us after pitting. They're the words I'm looking for. But yeah, we were looking very good, and now we're last by 40 seconds with Fred, and that's completely killed our chances of finishing 20th or higher with both cars. What we could very much do with is a couple of DNFs or a safety car to get us back on the tail of the Saubers. Your drivers almost killed each other on the last lap, but you still got 1-2. Good. Always good that they survived. Hey Chris, welcome to the stream. Hopefully we do get a good result here, although we are being swamped by other drivers who have stopped. We've had a bit of a rotten stream. Vesti got assaulted in the sprint in Brazil. Baruti then destroyed the car in Brazil. We then sacked Baruti, and now Vesti's been put in the wall in Vegas. Okay, here comes Paul Aaron into his first pit stop with the team. And it's in Las Vegas. He trims the corner into the pit lane very nicely. Hopefully we have a nice stop. We've got damage to the chassis and we've got suspension damage. We have actually no more suspensions. We'll have to deal with that after the race for Fred Vesti. 2.3 second stop for Paul Aaron. He's gonna come out in 19th. Have they fixed the weird pit lane exit? Yes, they have. Okay, off we go again. Lap 25 for Paul Aaron. He's finally managed to drop Zhou Guanyu, who nipped past just as we exited the pit lane, and we spent a few laps dicing it out with him for P20. We've eventually got the better of the Sauber, and we're now trying to close down Gasly and Sargent, who are squabbling ahead of us. We were just 2 seconds slower though that time around. That's worrying. Did we have to give up position? No, I don't think we're a lap down yet. So yeah, the pace isn't looking overly fantastic at the moment. They've got DRS, which they're sharing, which is going to give them a boost. I have been seeing... Oh, Fred. Oh, has he just taken out somebody? There was a car off the road. What has happened here? No? Maybe the Haas has done exactly the same thing. Oh, yes it has. That was weird, wasn't it? But Fred is having a miserable time. Maybe the second car is cursed. Maybe it's just cursed. I don't know. But I've just been sitting here worrying about how we don't actually have any more suspension parts. We can't build any because we've maxed out the cost cap. So I'm thinking we're going to have to go into the editor again and lower our cost cap spend so we can actually fulfill the races. It's really not good. We did get some sponsor money from the fans. We then had to spend it on rebuilding the car again and again and again. And now, again. Action here for Paul Aaron. He is into the DRS range of Pierre Gasly. Are we going to be able to overtake the Alpine? Oh, we're 3 wide. We're 3 wide. As we're gonna go. Are we gonna go past Sargent as well? Oh, he just about realised we were there, and we sneak our way into 18th. And are we gonna go straight up the inside of the Alpine? Not yet. Oh, red flag! Out of nowhere, a red flag. Who has Oh, wow. We've got a red flag, and that is your thumbnail for this episode. So I've screenshotted that. What has happened here? It's the Aston Martin up the inside. Hamilton just drives into the wall, and
big hit on the left rear.
honestly, George, you could drive through that space. It only allows emergency manufacture. Well, we'll be spending some more money then, won't we? Okay. This helps Fred. So, Paul... we're going to have to babysit those soft tyres, aren't we? Doesn't help him. Let's put some softs on. And the mediums with Fred we can take to the end. So, Hamilton's out. That bumps us up a place. Fred can now mix it with the Saubers. And let's get this race back underway. Vesti is indeed back in the race. 5 red lights for the second time. And after a momentary pause, we all get going again. Paul Aaron losing the position here to Gasly. Nope. He retains it, and now he can get after Ocon and Albon, guys like that. Oh, he's done it. He's got past Ocon. Great stuff. But we've got to string these tyres out to the end of the race. So that's going to be much easier said than done. We might actually have to stop him again, which is going to be utterly despairing. The mediums will only just make it. Let's go light on the tyres with Paul and just see if we can sit in the DRS train of everybody. Well, he's trying to go past Magnussen. And he's done so. Nice work from Paul Aaron. Leclerc, Piastri and... Oh, what happened to the tyres there? Leclerc, Piastri and Alonso, the other people on softs, trying to do what we're going to do. Obviously, they've got much better machinery. Oh, where's Albon going? He's just given us the place. That was wild. Vesti, through all of that, has got himself up into 20th. He was 19th for a moment, but he's lost the position to Bottas. Paul Aaron is 13th. I mean, that's very, very good. We've just got to make the tyres last. We've got another crash. Was it Magnussen? I think Magnussen was involved in this. Yeah, Magnussen and Ocon. Why am I not surprised? And thankfully it was behind us. Oh, that's exactly what would have happened to Fred then. That's why our front wing... Oh! He had a slide. That was new. Not seen that before. Aaron's doing brilliant, showing how average Vesti is. I wouldn't say Vesti's average. I just think Paul has got better stats, like all round. Just makes him slightly more rounded. Paul is now 14th, but we are looking after the tyres. More crashes involving multiple cars. We're on the back of Yuki Tsunoda here. And also of Nico Hülkenberg. So we could potentially finish, well, we could finish 13th. But we could finish maybe 12th. If other people have mechanical failures. It was Ocon and Sargent now. And no penalties have been dished out. Would I consider looking at Mick Schumacher? No. Oh no. Oh. Why? Why? Terminal, major. Oh. This game actually hates me. It actually hates me. Fred Vesti is now out of the race. Oh, okay. He's just sitting in the darkness. What has happened? Oh, Zhou has just... Look how far back he is. Are you serious? Are you serious? This wasn't Vesti's fault. Just like it was in Brazil. These two crashes have not been his fault. We've got a safety car. Let's bring Paul in for fresh tyres. He'll lose track position, but he can have fresh tyres. Oh, Fred has even hit the Williams as well. He's actually been murdered twice in this stream. And once in each of the last two videos, including this one. Do we need to bring Paul in? Let's not. We'll just conserve the tyres. 10-second time penalty for Zhou Guanyu, which will be a grid drop for the next race. I'd also like some cash, please, because that is... That's genuine, like, devastation of property. Oh, he's blocked up under the safety car. Bro! Safety car coming in. Oh, misclicks. Let's get back on the attack. That was a really short safety car. Right, we've got 11 laps remaining. Let's see if we can move up the order. Just stay out of trouble, really. That's all I want. Just bring the car back in one piece. We'll go light on the tyres because we need to make them last. Oh, what a day. What a day. And Hulkenberg's 11th. And potentially going to be 10th because Sainz has got a mechanical problem. So that'll put paid to any hopes of us finishing ahead of Haas in the constructors. Let's get past Yuki Tsunoda though. Oh, Magnussen was almost in our rear end. That's worrying. Oh, we've got a virtual safety car now. Now who's crashed? Sargent's crashed. Honestly, could anything more crazy happen in this race? Okay, here we go. VSC ending. Let's pick up the pace.
Copy.
Now we need to get past Tsunoda. Because that's what... Oh, there we go. We've immediately passed the Japanese driver. And Paul Aaron is about to match Fred Vesti's best finish for the season. Unless he can get past Albon. There's a chance. If we can stick with this group, we might be able to snatch a point. But I fear our tyres are going to run out before then. We're only at 56%. We've really got to babysit these tyres. 4 laps to go at the end of this one, and we've got an angry train of cars behind us because we're desperately trying to babysit our tyres to the end of the race. There goes Gasly. We're really struggling for tyres now with Paul Aaron. That earlier red flag came at a terrible time for him. If it had come 5 laps later, we would have been absolutely singing. But we had no chance of staying with Hulkenberg and Albon and Sainz. Maybe we should have stopped under the safety car. We'd have had to come through all of this lot, so we'd lost time there. It's not worked out at all for us tonight. We're still going to get a reasonable finish out of it for Paul. Just, we've got to get there in a competitive shape. If our tyres die, then we're going to finish 18th. So we're just clinging on now, really. Alright, final lap, and for a moment I thought Max Verstappen's run of wins, which has been going since Canada in this save, was going to come to an end, but he's about to pass his teammate and steal the win on the final lap, I would think. There you go. He just won't be denied, will he? But we have dropped 4.5 seconds off of Ocon. We are 3.5 seconds clear of Bottas and Tsunoda, who are duking it out for 16th. So Paul is going to come home for a 15th place finish. Respectable race. The tyre strategy just simply did not play out in his favour with that red flag timing. Had he started on softs, he'd have been in a good position, but we started on the mediums and we were already on the hards, so it was just not going to work out for him. Fred Vesti just murdered in this race by Zhou Guanyu. Yeah, it's difficult. It's really difficult for us, but let's get Paul Aaron to the line, see him home, and let's get some claps in the chat, please, everybody, because that was a decent drive from Paul Aaron. Really solid effort. Great debut from him. Really, really pleased with his work. Okay, so P15 up 7 places for Paul Aaron, having started last because of his grid penalty. And yeah, Fred Vesti taken out through no fault of his own. Immediately, Paul Aaron goes above Baruti Nueke in the championship standings. And Fred Vesti is 17th. He's ahead of Sargent, Bottas and Gasly, which is pretty impressive, I must say. Constructors-wise, Haas scored a point. So we won't beat them. We might be able to snatch a... If we can get 11th, well, we need to score a point, I'd say, in the last 2 rounds, which we're about to sim. So, I don't know, something crazy might happen. But I think we're nailed on for 10th. Despite having 1 car in the hedge, Fred Vesti was classified 20th, so we achieved the targets. That's fine. Right, so we are massively in debt. The board enjoyed their trip to Las Vegas. Well, who wouldn't? Sponsor plan. Autofill the activities. Does this boost? It doesn't boost the money. Well, we'll just deal with that later. Okay, well, we need to install a new underfloor on Paul's car. Oh dear God, the massacre. Let's put the newer spec underfloor on Fred's car. Oh my God. Right, so we need... I said, well, it'll only let me emergency manufacture one for 1.2 million. Ah. We'll just do it. This is just hideous. What else needs fixing? The chassis. So we'll have to go into an old chassis. Front wing. We are absolutely going through them like they're going out of fashion. Right. Let's get to the sale and we'll sim the last 2 races of the season. I'm gonna get sacked because of the debt. It's okay, we can fix it. Cost cap fine. How much have we exceeded? We've exceeded it by... oh. We've spent 153 million when the cost cap is 145, I think. It's horrendous. Alright, we're simming the last 2 rounds of the season. Let's set some race targets. 20th or higher for Paul Aron. 20th or higher for Fred Vesti. Okay, let's simulate. Yeah, let's just simulate practice. Won't bother with a setup. Just let the computer do it. Okay, the setups are bad, put it that way. Just go with that. Yeah, watch us do something stupid in the sprint and win it or something like that. Simulate the sprint qualifying sessions. We are 17th and 18th. The car setups are... they've still managed to scuff the setups there. I don't know what they do. But anyway, right. Let's see what we can do in the sprint. Annoyingly, it doesn't show you the result immediately after the sprint, so we need to go to the sprint. And we finished 18th and 19th, which is hardly a surprise. Okay, let's try and fix this setup. What on earth are they doing with the setup? Honestly. It was a joke. Simulate Q1, and we are out 20th and 18th. There's a lot of grid penalties though, so we might find ourselves starting a lot higher for the Grand Prix. And again, they've just gone back to the disgusting setups. The AI, the AI with setups is just dumb. Really dumb. You move it and it just puts it straight back to what it was before. Anyway, Qatar Grand Prix, how are we going to get on? Let's find out. Where are we starting, by the way? 19th and 15th. So we gained a couple of positions. Right, simulate the race. Please have both survived. That's all I ask. Aaron Harper ran. Well, it's showing us Pierre Gasly. I don't want it to show us Pierre Gasly. Fred finished 15th. Paul finished 18th. Okay. That's fine. We stay 10th in the Constructors' Championship. Both drivers remain where they were in the... Oh, wow. We got ourselves another fastest pit stop. And Paul Aaron was third fastest. That's incredible. I've no idea where this is coming from, to be fair. We're now 8th. This is how we're going to bail ourselves out of all the debt, is this windfall. Look at that. We're ahead of Sauber, Williams and Haas in the pit stops. Fantastic. Fred had 2.1 second stops. That's incredible work from the pit crew. And we achieved our targets. Some money, finally. And Paul Aaron immediately up to overall 76. Great stuff. And Justin's improving. Hooray! Replacement side pods. Oh, more replacement side pods needed. Oh, hang on. We can put them on both cars, actually. Right, we should make it to the end of the season just about. Car part development locked. Oh. Oh, it's going to give us the driver changes early. Oh no, that's just for this one, for us. Staff changes. Everyone's locked in. Pit crew. To Abu Dhabi. What if Justin gets a seat and he crashes more than Vesti? I hope not. Yeah, we know we're in debt. I will fix the debt situation. When Justin gets in the car, I'm sure he'll be ready. Okay, race targets 20th or higher and 20th or higher. Let's get an Abu Dhabi setup then. Hopefully it will leave it on the car. Oh, we can just simulate straight to the race here. That's good. Here we go. Where are we starting the Abu Dhabi Grand Prix? Qualifying ended. We are 20th and 17th. Yeah, 17th. Okay, and we'll start 17th and 16th. Nice. We've got nice car setup satisfaction. That'll do. Let's end the season on a high, and hopefully not in the wall. Complete a full season. Complete a season as a custom team. Hooray! Where did we finish? Well, that's Magnussen. We don't care about him. We didn't get points. We have failed to score points in our first season in the sport. That's sad. Ricardo 11th. Where did we finish? Paul Aaron finished 16th and Fred Vesti failed to finish. Oh dear. Oh. At least we don't have to rebuild the car. So Constructors' Championship, we finished 10th. The bottom 4 teams all failed to score. Haas only scored 1 point. RB scored 106 points. That's ridiculous. That car is so OP at the start of the save. Aston Martin finished 4th. This is not representative. Red Bull got 1,000 points. What? Oh. I think I've got a bugged save. Honestly. Oh, what's happened to our overalls? Why are they so pink? I don't know why our overalls are so pink. Why were they pink? No? That was weird. Was it? I don't know. Okay, so yeah, oh, the Red Bull make me sick. Isaac Hadjar wins the F2 title. Maybe game reflecting reality there. Kimi Antonelli 2nd, Behrman 3rd. We are in debt. We're only £8.5 million in debt now. So yeah, that's season 1 done. Done and dusted. We've completed the first season of AHGP. Hopefully we can start season 2 much better. Oh, well, we've made it, guys. That is the end of season 1. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Now, obviously the videos are behind on where the streams are. So while it's been helpful for me getting the content together to edit it, and in that sense it's been time efficient, what we've now got is a massive delay between where the videos are, because we've just released Monaco comes out tomorrow, I think it is, so that's like round 8 and we're at round 24. So we're only a third of the way through the season, or a quarter of the way through the season on the videos, so we've got a lot of catching up to do. I might just start pinging them out a lot quicker. Well, we're going to go daily until we catch up, but that's not going to be to the end of August. So from here, you're not going to see any more AHGP on stream, but we will move to the challenge streams on Sundays. So I'll put a post out about that and which challenge it's going to be. Look out for that, probably Sunday morning, and then yeah, we'll bring some more challenges to the channel. We're going to change the 25 to the 25 calendar. We might have less races as well moving forward, because 24 races is a slog. But yeah, what a season it's been. We've had driver changes. We've had many crashes. It's just been a learning year. Very learning year. What about the community save? There will be a community save. I will be putting the rules together for that over the next couple of days, and I'll do a video to go alongside it so we can start that. That'll probably start at the end of the month. So yeah, lots to look forward to for the channel, and obviously if you're enjoying it, that is fantastic, but do share it with your friends and in places where you think other people might like to join us, because obviously it's great having more people engaged. So yeah, thank you very much, everybody. Loved your company for season 1. It's actually made it a bit more bearable. Oh, well, a lot more bearable, because you've been able to share my pain. But yeah, thank you very much, everybody. That is the end of AHGP on stream, but that doesn't mean that midweek streams will go away. We could do some more of the challenges midweek as well. But obviously, we need to prioritize the videos as much as the streams, so just take a little bit of balancing. But yeah, that'll do for today. I won't be on stream tomorrow or Friday, but I will see you Saturday for the CRL race at Monaco and Sunday for the first challenge stream. I'll see you next time. You're the best, fans. Bye for now.